There are 3 exercises that could keep you out of a wheelchair, and 3 others that might put you in one faster than you think. Before you hit the gym or even your living room floor, you need to hear this. You see, the biggest myth floating around fitness today is that all exercise is good exercise. But when it comes to people over 60, over 70, even in your 80s, that idea can be downright dangerous. Hi, I'm Heng and welcome back to Heng Wisdom, where we focus on longevity, healthy aging and thriving, not just surviving as you get older. Today we're cutting through the noise, because what works for a 30-year-old can actually backfire for someone in their golden years. And the last thing I want is for you, or someone you love, to end up injured, discouraged, or worse, just because they followed the wrong advice on YouTube or TikTok. Here's the hard truth. After age 60, your joints, your balance, your muscle fibers, and even your nervous system are not the same as they were at 30 or 40. And that's not bad news. It just means we need a smart, wiser approach. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 exercises you absolutely must do if you want to stay independent, mobile, and pain-free well into your 80s and beyond. These aren't random moves from a fitness influencer. These are grounded in real senior physiology, backed by science, and more importantly, tested in real life by the thousands of people I've seen transform their health just by doing the right movements at the right time. And yes, there are 3 exercises you should absolutely avoid. They look good in theory, they're hyped up in gyms. But for older bodies, they can silently wear down your joints, destroy your posture, or worse, trigger a fall. Let's make something clear. This is not about slowing down or acting your age. This is about aging up, living with energy, power, confidence. If you're tired of all the one-size-fits-all advice, if you want to move better, feel stronger, and protect your independence, then this episode is for you. So before you touch another dumbbell or hop on that treadmill, stick with me. What I'm about to show you could add years of mobility to your life. Let's start with why exercise needs to change after 60, and then I'll walk you step by step through exactly what to do and what to never do. This is going to be a game changer. Now, before we get into the 3 must-do exercises, let's talk about something almost no one mentions: why exercise after 60 is a completely different ballgame. See, your body doesn't just age on the outside, it changes on the inside too. And the key to aging well isn't to fight those changes. It's to understand them and work with them like a smart strategist. Let's break it down first. Muscle loss. After age 30, you lose about 3–5% of your muscle mass every decade. By your 70s, if you're not actively training the right way, you could lose up to 30% of your total strength, and with that, your balance, posture, and ability to get up from a chair or climb stairs. Second, joint wear and tear. Cartilage thins, connective tissue stiffens, and years of wear, especially if you've had a hard-working life, mean that high-impact movements can do more harm than good. Your knees, hips, and shoulders don't bounce back the way they used to. Third, balance and stability. Your vestibular system, think of it like your internal GPS, starts to fade, which is why tripping becomes more likely and catching yourself isn't so easy anymore. The wrong exercise can throw this system off completely or make it worse. Fourth, recovery time. In your 20s, a tough workout might leave you sore for a day. In your 70s, that same workout could leave you recovering for a week or spark an injury that takes months to heal. So what's the takeaway? You need exercises that protect joints, preserve muscle, boost stability, and allow your body to recover instead of breaking it down. This isn't about avoiding hard work. It's about working smart. Think of it like this. At 70, you're not trying to build a beach body. You're trying to build a strong foundation, one that lets you lift grandkids, carry groceries, garden, dance, and live pain-free. That's the goal: freedom, independence, quality of life. And if you train right, if you focus on strength, balance, mobility, and breath, you can not only maintain what you have, but actually reverse decline. Yes, reverse it. We've seen people in their 80s double their strength in 90 days, just by doing the right kind of movements. That's what I'm going to show you now. Let's jump into the first exercise every senior should be doing daily. It's simple, powerful, and most people don't do it. Right. Let's talk about the first must-do exercise for people over 60. And no, it's not some crazy gym move or an expensive class. It's walking. But not just any walking. I'm talking about walking with intention. Here's the thing. Almost everyone walks, but very few people walk with purpose. They shuffle, they slump, they walk in sandals, with poor posture while looking down at their phones. That's not exercise, that's just movement. And while movement is good, it's not enough. Walking with intention is different. It's a simple, low-impact, full-body practice that works wonders on your heart, your joints, your brain, and your balance. Let me break it down. When you walk with intention, you focus on 3 key things: posture, stride, and pace engagement. Let's start with posture. Stand tall, eyes forward, shoulders relaxed but pulled slightly back. Imagine a string gently pulling the crown of your head toward the sky. Your spine should feel long, not stiff but supported. Why does this matter? Because posture isn't just about appearance. It's about breathing, core control, and spine safety. Bad posture while walking reinforces bad habits. Good posture builds strength every step of the way. Next is stride and pace. Most people take short, lazy steps. But you want to walk like you're on a mission. Take purposeful steps, heel to toe. Swing your arms slightly to engage your upper body. Keep your pace brisk enough that it raises your heart rate, but not so fast that you're gasping for breath. You should be able to speak in full sentences, but feel like you're working. Even 15 minutes a day of intentional walking can improve blood pressure, blood sugar, mood and memory, joint lubrication, muscle endurance. And here's the secret. If you walk outdoors on grass, on varied terrain, you're also improving your balance and foot stability without even realizing it. Lastly, engagement. This is where the magic happens. Use your walk as a mindfulness session. Feel your feet connect with the earth. Breathe deeply. Count your steps or repeat a calming mantra. Why? Because walking with intention isn't just physical, it's mental. It calms the nervous system, reduces stress hormones, helps you reconnect with your body, your breath, and the present moment. It's one of the simplest and most profound daily habits you can build. And if you're already walking, beautiful. Now level it up. Add purpose, add posture, add presence. Alright, now that your legs are moving and your mind is focused, let's go deeper. The next must-do exercise is what I call the gateway to independence. Let's talk about the power of the chair squat. If there's one movement that defines your independence as you age, it's this: getting up from a chair without help. That one simple action says a lot about your lower body strength, your coordination, your balance, and your overall vitality. And that's why the second must-do exercise for anyone over 60 is the chair squat, also known as the sit-to-stand. Now don't let the simplicity fool you. This exercise might look basic, but it is incredibly powerful when done consistently and with the right technique. Think about it. Every time you stand up from a couch, a toilet, a bed, or even your car, you're performing a squat. So why not train that movement so your body stays strong and prepared? Here's how it works. Start by sitting in a sturdy chair with your feet planted firmly on the ground, about hip width apart. Cross your arms over your chest or hold them out in front of you for balance. Now, keeping your chest up and your back straight, lean slightly forward and push through your heels to rise to a standing position. Then slowly sit back down with control. That's one rep. And trust me, doing just 10 of these a day can change your life. Why? Because the chair squat strengthens your quads, glutes and hamstrings, the major muscles that power your legs and support your knees. It also improves core engagement and forces your body to practice the essential skill of controlled movement. And get this, it helps reduce your fall risk. Studies show that seniors who perform regular sit-to-stands are more stable on their feet and have better balance reflexes. Now here's the beauty of this move. It's scalable. If you're just starting out, use a higher chair or place cushions underneath to reduce the depth. If you're more advanced, do it without using your arms or add light hand weights for resistance. You can even challenge yourself by pausing at the bottom or slowing down the tempo to build more control. And mentally, this movement is empowering. Every time you stand up with strength, you're sending your body a signal: I am capable, I am grounded, I've got this. That mindset shift alone can ripple into other parts of your life, your confidence, your energy, your independence. The chair squat is more than just an exercise, it's a symbol of freedom. Do it daily, make it part of your routine. If you can get up strong, you can live strong. Now let's balance it out, literally. Because the next must-do exercise helps correct posture, strengthen your upper back, and protect your spine from the dreaded forward hunch that comes with age. Let's talk about the power of the seated resistance band row. Alright, if walking gives you energy and chair squats give you independence, then this next movement gives you something equally essential: posture and protection. The third must-do exercise for anyone over 60 is the seated resistance band row. And trust me, if you want to avoid that hunched over look, reduce back pain, and keep your shoulders strong and stable for years to come, this one is non-negotiable. Let's get real. As we age, gravity isn't doing us any favors. Most people start rounding forward, especially if they spend hours a day sitting watching TV, looking down at their phone, or even just reading. Over time, this forward collapse doesn't just make you look older, it starts pulling on your neck, compressing your spine, limiting your breathing, and even increasing your risk of falls. That's right, poor posture can directly lead to balance issues. Enter the seated band row. This exercise strengthens the upper back, especially the rhomboids, traps, and rear shoulders, while also engaging the core. A perfect combo to pull your body upright again. All you need is a resistance band and a chair. It's safe, it's joint friendly, and it gives you a ton of benefits in just a few reps a day. Here's how to do it right. Sit tall in a chair with your feet planted firmly. Wrap the resistance band around your feet or anchor it low. Hold each end of the band with your hands. Now, keeping your elbows close to your sides, pull the band back like you're rowing a boat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together at the end of the movement. This is the key part. Then slowly release back to the starting position with control. And no jerking, no bouncing. This is about mindful movement, feeling every rep, and keeping your spine tall and proud. If you can only do 5-10 reps to start, that's fine. Quality over quantity always. Why does this matter so much for seniors? Because strong back muscles do more than fix posture. They also improve breathing, reduce neck and shoulder tension, and protect the spinal discs from unnecessary pressure. Not to mention, you feel more confident when you stand and move through the world upright instead of slouched. This movement is also deeply functional. Think about it: pulling groceries, lifting grandkids, getting up off the floor. All of that requires a strong back. And the seated band row helps you build that strength without risking injury. So if you're not already doing this one, I encourage you, start today. Just a few rows a day could give you back years of posture, stability, and energy. Now here comes the twist, because just as important as what you should do is what you should never do. Some exercises can actually accelerate joint damage, strain your spine, or wreck your recovery time. Let's move into the first big no-no for seniors: high impact jumping and plyometric exercises. This one's critical. Now we're entering dangerous territory, not to scare you, but to protect you, because just like there are exercises that build you up, there are others that can quietly break you down. And topping the list of what seniors should never do: high impact jumping exercises, also known as plyometrics. You've seen them: jump squats, burpees, box jumps, or workouts where people leap and land, bounce from side to side, or do explosive lunges. These moves might look exciting, intense, even youthful, but for people over 60, 70, or 80, they're a ticking time bomb for your joints, bones, and balance system. Here's the science: as you age, the cartilage in your knees and hips naturally starts to wear down. Your tendons lose elasticity, your bones may become less dense, the padding that once absorbed shock during youth becomes thinner, and your ability to catch yourself when landing a jump starts to decline. That means every time you jump, the impact goes straight into your joints, especially your knees, lower back, and ankles. You may not feel it immediately, but that wear and tear adds up fast. One wrong landing, one misstep, and suddenly you're dealing with a knee sprain, a torn tendon, or even a fall that can take months, sometimes years to recover from. I've seen it too many times, people trying to keep up with younger workout trends, pushing themselves in group classes, or following some influencer who has no clue what a 70-year-old body really needs. Now let's be clear, explosive movement isn't bad in itself, the problem is how it's delivered. For a senior, jumping off a box and landing hard isn't a badge of honor, it's a high-risk gamble. And you don't need to risk it, because there are safer ways to build power, strength, and cardio fitness. If your goal is agility or heart health, low-impact alternatives like marching in place, step-ups, walking intervals, or shadow boxing give you the same cardiovascular benefits without the danger. You can even do mini heel raises or fast feet drills on the floor to stimulate your fast twitch muscles in a way that's safe and effective. The key is this: after 60, your workouts should build resilience, not punish your joints. You want to train smarter, not harder. No one hands you a medal for wrecking your knees doing jump lunges at 75. So, take jumping off the table. Leave the burpees behind. Your joints will thank you, your body will thrive, and your energy will still soar, just in a safer, smarter way. Next up, we're diving into a common core mistake. It's an exercise almost everyone thinks is healthy, but for seniors, it can be a spinal disaster. Let's talk about the trap of crunches and floor sit-ups. Here's a big one: crunches and floor sit-ups. I know. These have been core day classics for decades, but for anyone over 60, they can be a one-way ticket to spinal stress and back pain. When you do a crunch or sit-up, especially from the floor, you're repeatedly rounding your spine, compressing your discs, and tugging at your neck. And as we age, our spinal discs get thinner, less hydrated, and more fragile. One wrong movement, or just repetition over time, can lead to a herniated disc or chronic lower back pain. And guess what? They're not even the best way to strengthen your core. Instead, switch to safer and more functional alternatives. Seated marches, standing core twists, pelvic tilts, or even gentle plank variations against a wall or table. These exercises engage your core without straining your spine, and they support better posture and daily movement. Remember, having a strong core is about stability, not six-packs. Protect your spine, train smart. Now onto the last exercise you should avoid. It's a popular one at the gym, but it might be doing more harm than good, especially to your heart and joints. You've probably heard that cardio is king for heart health. And while that's true in principle, here's the problem: long-duration treadmill running is one of the worst cardio choices for most seniors. Why? Because it combines repetitive joint impact, elevated cortisol levels, and poor posture mechanics, all in one noisy, monotonous package. As we age, our knees, hips, and spine are less equipped to handle constant pounding. That runner's high may come at the cost of joint wear, inflammation, and slower recovery. And running on a treadmill, especially for 30+ minutes straight, can even cause chronic foot and ankle issues, especially if your gait changes due to fatigue. Worse, prolonged cardio at moderate to high intensity can spike cortisol, the stress hormone, leading to fatigue, muscle breakdown, and even poor sleep. Instead, opt for low-impact interval walking, cycling, or water aerobics. These keep your heart strong without abusing your joints or exhausting your system. Cardio is important, but you need the right kind. Smart movement greater than endless miles. Next up, let's flip the energy. I'm going to share the ultimate daily combo: strength, balance, and breath. 3 elements that can truly transform how you age. If there's a secret formula to aging gracefully, it's this: balance plus strength plus breath. These 3 pillars create what I call the vitality triangle, and together they can help you move better, feel younger. First, balance. Just a few minutes a day standing on one foot, walking heel to toe, or doing light Tai Chi movements can rewire your nervous system to prevent falls and sharpen your coordination. Second, strength. We've already covered squats and rows, but even short, consistent strength training keeps your muscles active, bones dense, and metabolism strong. You don't need to lift heavy, just consistently. Third, breath. Deep, mindful breathing calms your nervous system, lowers blood pressure, and brings oxygen into every cell. Try this. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Do this for 2 minutes a day and feel your stress melt. Alone these are helpful, together they're transformational. So every day carve out just 10-15 minutes. Balance, strength, breath. That's your foundation. That's your fuel. And now let's bring it home with your call to action and a little dose of Heng wisdom to wrap it up. If this message resonated with you, pause for a second, ask yourself, what's one thing from today's video that you can start doing right now? Not next week, not Sunday, today. Maybe it's that first intentional walk, maybe it's removing crunches from your routine, or maybe it's just standing taller and breathing deeper. Your body is wise, and with the right movement it can still grow, strengthen and surprise you at any age. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Which of the 3 exercises are you already doing? Which of the 3 you'll never do again? If you found this helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button so this message can reach more people who need it. And don't forget to subscribe for more no-nonsense, science-backed and soul-guided tips right here on Heng Wisdom. We're not here just to grow old. We're here to grow better. One wise choice at a time. Stay strong, stay curious. And as always, keep choosing the path of wisdom.